our own control, right? So I was given an instance that what we should always consider, is when making investments, is to understand why we want to do those things. Why do we want to even do or invest in some of these things? I was saying that, of course, the wrong approach is to ever think about investing in a Ponzi scheme, even though some of those Ponzi schemes, look so real, they look so believable, they look so juicy, because I mean, for you think it's cool cash, and then you realize that it is once you do it, I mean, if you try it once, it favors you, try the second time, you think it favors you, third time, definitely you fall for it. And then the idea for most of those people, right, is that the idea of those Ponzi schemes most time, is collect from one person and then credit another person. And then once they collect from you and then credit another person, they collect from another person to credit you, and that approach really wouldn't go far, because at the end of the day, you now realize that you are owing a lot of people, or you've collected all from a lot of people and then you service, and then some people start to tell you that, what, their office is not it's no longer functional. You go to the office and then you realize that there's a huge padlocks on their doors. Well, it's imperative for us to understand what kind of investment we should invest in or we should participate in. What type of investment are obviously red flags, that we shouldn't even go close to. I was given an instance of somebody who was trying to convince me on investing in a perfume business, saying, oh, it's making a lot of money, and stuff like that, saying that if you put in about 50,000-70,000 naira, you definitely will find a way to recoup, I think, about ×2 or ×3 or something like that. And me, who the person who is telling it, I was just laughing because I knew it was just a white lie, because it just doesn't make any sense. How will I invest a lot of money and then you tell me I just go and sit down and then the money will just start coming in? Even if they don't pay me immediately, they be paying me small, something like that. The guy was saying that, you need to make the money, we need to make money, we need to do this. I'm like, you can't bring things like that to me and then think I will just buy. I mean, it doesn't work. So it's imperative for us to understand that whatever kind of investment it is, however juicy it is, you need to also understand what is the goal for it. Why do I want to do this? Is this legitimate? Is this something that would provide the adequate returns? As some reason, you know that this returns is too good to be true. Somebody will tell you that if you invest so amount of money, you get 500% returns initiative. If you give the person the gun, the person will fire. I mean, it's the wrong approach. We're talking about some other kind of businesses that obviously we earn you, good cash, after a particular period of time. We're not talking about the kind of investment that you invest 100 naira and make 2 million naira. Invest 100 naira and make 2 million naira. Those people who bet, if you are in this group, change your ways. I'm not saying it's totally bad, I'm just saying that try as much as possible to ensure that you're not addicted to it, and then you end up selling your house generator or end up selling your car because you want to pay or you want to make certain bets and then make certain money. It makes sense that we're doing it with our consciousness, not that you're doing it without knowing what you're doing. Then you get to the point where I think on Twitter, there are certain people who promote these things. They'll tell you that, what, I made 10 million naira, I'm sticking with 10,000 naira. I just take this bet with 10,000 naira and I made 10 million naira. You who is a follower on Twitter, you'll be like, oh wow, oh wow, okay, you know what? And you're just managing 50,000 naira in your account, and then you realize that, what, let me put 25,000 naira. The way Sabinus used to do is, so if you calculate, if you put 25,000 naira, thinking you will make about, well, you need to know the right places to invest in. You need to think about the risk appetite. You need to think about the risks involved. You need to know if it's something that's
Hello everyone. Okay, we would, Hafiz, if you can hear me. Okay, I hope you can hear me. So
we do this internet
yes,
sometime for it to come back to normal, you know. So I just try
yes.
as much as possible to wrap up, you know, even before 12 that we're going on break, you know, and then we can now reconvene by 1 p.m. So I'll try as much as possible.
Hafiz, can
Somebody
you
speaking.
hear me?